Hello Virgos, welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. The video gave out on me while I was shuffling, so here's your spread. A few things I'm going to mention. If you would like a personal reading, just send me an email. My email is below. I've completed my 2020 Sun Moon readings. Those are all in my playlist. Go check those out. The 2019s will remain up there. Ask me a question on Instant Go for those of you that are a little more thrifty. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below, and we will get to your spread. Okay, so I pulled the Nine of Swords in reverse for your general energies, King of Pentacles for challenge, Ace of Cups is in the advice position, and the Sun card is how you'll be moving forward for this reading, or how you'll be moving out of the middle of January. So, I mean, it ends really well. I see that with the Nine of Swords in reverse, you all are coming out of something. You were definitely, I mean, it was a period of, it's being in your mind, everything, like the worst things that can happen in your mind, the anxiety, the depression, the rumination, your mind's racing, keeping you up awake at night, worrying, feeling badly about yourself, telling yourself bad things. So you're coming out of that period of stress and worry and what have you. I mean, to me, the Nine of Swords in reverse is coming out of a period where, like, everything in your mind was just, all over the place, and really kind of affecting you at a spiritual and even a physical level. Because, it all starts mentally within the brain, and then it can start to affect you in other areas of your life. So I like to see that you all are coming out of that. You're actually looking at a lot of the things and realizing that it was in your mind, that, is very fear-based, that it doesn't have to be a reality. So you're consciously trying to move forward from whatever it was, listening to your dreams a little bit more, listening to the messages that are coming in your dreams, and moving out of this period of absolute stress and nightmares and mental horror is how I'm gonna put it. And you guys know you overthink, you ruminate, you overanalyze, you're overly critical and things like that. So I like to see that you're kind of moving away from something you're predispositioned to do. Okay. Now, there's a person I feel like that's at the center of this from what I'm seeing in the challenge position, because we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And this doesn't have to be a romantic situation. I always say this could be, a career and a boss situation. This could be a friendship. This could be, anybody. But this King of Pentacles in reverse is a very fraudulent person. He's the type of person, he or she, I don't want to be gender specific, they usually will say something and they don't have any follow through. Everything they do is kind of greed based. They can be selfish, they can be jealous, they can be possessive. They're King of Pentacles in reverse is not somebody that's known for being very good with money, matters of money. They're usually buy things they can't afford, or they're extravagant, or they're just not good with balancing a checkbook or what have you. So, all of this kind of encompasses what your challenge is. It could still be this person. You could still be tied to this person somehow. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because they're showing up in your challenge position for the middle of January. Now, the advice is the Ace of Cups here. So, Ace of Cups is calling to me saying, okay, you need a new beginning, and you need to fill your cup, your emotional cup of happiness. What makes you happy? It's time to turn a new chapter. You're going to have to kind of get this behind you. I see you're working on it, but, really kind of get this person, this situation behind you, and start focusing on what emotionally fulfills you. What do you want to be now that you're coming out of this? What is going to be your new creative direction? What kind of love is going to make you happy? Like, where are you going to go? Figure out what really makes, and of course, new love adds to our happiness. It doesn't complete us in terms of happiness. So I really feel like the Ace of Cups is calling to you. What's your new beginning? What makes you happy in a healthy way? So not relying on other people or other situations. What truly makes you happy and whole? And the advice card is to kind of go after that and kind of figure out what that is, and start trying to make changes in your life to accommodate this new path. Okay, emotionally. Finding true happiness, the purest form of it, okay, outside of everybody else. Sun card, another great card, best one you can get in the deck. You're going to be moving forward from January with new optimism, happiness, joy. So I do feel like you find it. the minute you guys decide to make this mind shift, so to speak, because things in our mind are a choice. My father used to always say to me, he used to always say, like, oh, they're making me feel like this, or you're making me feel like this, or whatever. And he would always say to me, nobody can make you feel anything. You're making yourself feel that, okay? And it's really true. I mean, we make the conscious choice about how we're going to feel. You take your power back when you kind of make that decision. So, if you're feeling angry, you're making the choice to feel angry. If you're being sad, it doesn't necessarily have to be because of what someone else has done. You're the one that can kind of mentally make choices to kind of break out of that. So I do see that with the Sun card. I see that you are making the mental choices, saying, I'm not going to let somebody make me feel a certain way. I'm going to take my power back, and I want happiness, and I want to be fulfilled, and I'm going to go figure out what that is. Why is the Nine of Swords here in reverse for Virgos? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Nine of Swords, Virgos, mid-January. Why the Nine of Swords in reverse? Hermit card. Okay, so I see you by yourself with the Hermit card. That's you, the card of Virgo. So you came out of this and you had this period of introspection. Like, you connected with your soul. Once you were by yourself, you really started asking yourself some questions, going within for clarity, reevaluating who you are, taking advantage of the solitude to kind of do a soul makeover and figure things out. I think you had to do it away from this person or away from this entity. And one of the things that kind of come up is whatever you were in, there was an inequality of some sort. So either you weren't getting paid what you were deserved to get paid, somebody was taking, you were giving, and the other person was taking. I know as Virgos, you all have a tendency to want to fix things and kind of get in something. It's interesting because, I have a client who was dating a Virgo, and they were a little bit more passive. And in the beginning, it was really great because, the Virgo was coming in and taking care of everything for them, balancing the checkbook and setting up a budget and, taking care of affairs that they didn't want to deal with, because they were more the creative type, a passive type. And then as the relationship got in the further along, the other person started resenting the Virgo, and I kind of said to them, well, you trained them that way, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of saying. There's an inequality, and the Virgo had the frustration because the Virgo was like, I've done everything for this person, and this is what I get. So you're kind of setting yourself up, or could be setting yourselves up for something like this. And this doesn't have to be just in a relationship. This could very well be like in a job or career where you guys go in and you want to give it your all and stay extra long, put in extra hours, do the stuff that nobody else wants to do. And then you don't get appreciated, or you don't get, recognized for it, and then like this resentment starts to build. So this was part of the situation here, and I think you're realizing this within yourself, that a lot of times you guys give a lot in a situation and you don't get recompensed for it. Recompense, is that compensated for it, and then the resentment starts to build. So I see with the Ace of Wands here, you're just making this decision, okay, things have to change. I have to be done with this because this situation didn't work out well, because I sort of did this. And with the Ace of Wands, you're done. You're deciding, okay, I need to go forward with some kind of new me. Okay, I'm going to create a new version of me, something that I'm happy about, something that inspires me. I'm going to move forward being excited about life, embracing life, taking on challenges, taking on risks, discovering new things, and kind of seeing where that's going to take me. And maybe that's your way to kind of break out of this. Why is the King of Pentacles here in reverse in the challenge position? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the King of Pentacles in reverse. Challenges. It's so funny how like cards in reverse, like totally, even though it's the same picture, it looks totally different. Like this King of Pentacles, as I look at him, I know in the upright he has a kind face. In reverse, he almost looks a little bit devious. Okay, so you had frustrations with this person. We had the Four of Swords, so you feel like you spun your wheels on this. And again, it was kind of the thing that we talked about. You guys put in way more than you should have. And what it did was it burned you out. Nothing was changing. You were getting frustrated that nothing was changing. King of Wands is here. Kind of tells me you were like a powder keg ready to blow. It had really strong emotions, but see, the other thing is that this person kind of felt like you were too much, because the King of Wands is dominating, overbearing, crosses lines, is ruthless, is cruel. Sometimes he's tyrannical. And so this person, even though you felt like you were doing a lot to try to work on this and be better or what have you, this person sees you as wanting things your ways and being dominant and what have you. And this could be a colleague, like you keep on going back to work for some situation, for some reason. But that's what I'm kind of seeing. So the Knight of Pentacles is here, and the Knight of Pentacles is about it just coming up with a different kind of plan, a different way of going forward. He's to me, the Knight of Pentacles is very pensive, but he's not one of action. Okay, so the challenge to me, he's slow, and he's very careful and methodical when he thinks about things, and I think that's part of the challenge. You needing to kind of pull back a little bit and kind of take on those traits, and moving forward, be a little more open and a little more considering of what lies ahead of you, okay, and what the approach is going to be, and having a plan. All right, so Ace of Cups, happy, joy. Remember, you guys remember Ren and Stimpy? Oh my god, that was a funny show. But that happy, joy got on my nerves. Okay. Why is the Ace of Cups here in the upright for Virgos mid-January? Who's this person? What's this energy? Justice card in the upright. You know what? That flipped. I'm going to pull that. Okay. Okay, so... Alright. I'm seeing quite a few things. Okay, I'm seeing legal stuff. Okay, we have the Justice card here. So, they're telling you to move forward with happiness and find, really focus on that, because I'm seeing some residual with this. So, the Justice card there, and that's the card of Libra, if that resonates. There's some kind of legal situation going on between the two of you. I don't know if it's a judgment, legal documents, something that has to be tied up, okay, in order for this to happen. Now, I do think that once this is kind of wrapped up, somebody's going to be left out in the cold. So there's going to be somebody's going to lose financially, or, something in that sense. If it's not going to be from a material or practical sense where someone's on the losing end of this, I feel like it's going to be a mental kind of a mental situation where somebody's going to be feeling lonely, or someone's going to feel the hardship of this connection and the challenges that you kind of went through in regards to this. And I'm getting concerned because I see the Six of Cups here. So to me, that speaks of a reconciliation, either with this person or a reconciliation from someone from your past. Now, I'm siding with it being somebody you already know, not necessarily this person, because the Six of Cups is in the upright. So to me, that's very innocent. That's very pure. That's an ex popping up, and you didn't end on bad terms. I'm not feeling like you did end on bad terms. You might be friendly with this person. They're very familiar to you. And that's what I'm kind of getting. So you might be connecting with somebody, and since it's in an advice position, I feel like they're saying, you might want to consider it, because I actually do think it's a good thing when you reconnect with this person, and it's going to be a good thing coming out of what you're coming out of. I mean, I think they're showing the judgment, and that things may not end up well for you, the other party, or both of you, and to let you know that that's coming, but to let you know that there's something something good coming up, a connection coming up. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a romantic reconciliation. It could just be a previous employer at a job that you always loved working at approaches you and wants to offer you a job, and you're excited about going back to it. A friend you haven't talked to for a long time entering your life just at the right moment, and getting you on track for this Ace of Cups. So you might want to reach out to people from your past too, since it's in advice. It might be calling to you, reach out to those friends that you haven't talked to in a while, that were very near and dear to you, and maybe you disconnected with them because of this connection, I'm going to say connection, that you were kind of going through with this person. So maybe now it's time to reach out to people that you really value and you had a good connection with, and build up that support system. Why is this Sun card here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Why is the Sun card here in the upright? For Virgos, as they move out of January and forward from this reading. Knight of Swords. Two Knights. All right. Let me see. I think the two Knights is the Kings are rivalry. What are the Knights? I'm getting rivalry, but I'm not feeling like that's okay. So there is some kind of friendship that's going to go on. You're going to reconnect with somebody. And we have two Knights here, which is usually friendship. When they're in the upright. And this is a really quick energy that's kind of coming in. So I feel like you're going to connect with a friend or somebody. And the Knight of Swords comes in, and he brings truth with him, and you know, it's very shocking and kind of blindsides you, maybe stirs things up for a little while. The Knight of Swords is also, I get for the Knight of Swords sometimes, like somebody coming in from, you know, popping up out of nowhere, unexpected, either a friend or somebody that you know. And the Knight of Wands has the same kind of force. He kind of comes in, and he has something he wants to do. He's very enthusiastic. He's very passionate. And I just feel like you're going to connect with somebody. And it doesn't really have to be love. Like I said, it could be a friendship. It's somebody from your past. But this person's going to help you renew and come out of this. This friendship, this connection, this business partnership, this colleague partnership, whatever it is. I feel like they're charging in, and the Star card is the card of Aquarius, if that resonates. But this connection is going to help you move past the destruction you've been through. It's going to help. It's going to give you hope again. This person's going to be very healing for you. It's almost like whatever you went through is going to kind of wash away because of your connection with them. Another thing is, I feel like this connection is this person's letting you know how great you are, and that there's a lot of potential, and don't let this situation that you went through define you, because it doesn't define you. They know you have a lot of potential to be the star that you actually are. So I feel like this person, they're going to come in very quickly, but I think it's going to be integral for you to kind of like heal. They're going to be part of your healing process and moving on. Okay. So that's what I have for you all. If this resonates, consider a personal reading. Send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. Check out your 2020 and 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnet. Bye.